What up, peeps? Welcome to the thekisscapadespodcast. I'm your host, John Telewa, aka the Kiss Bandit. And in this show, we explore the key elements that shape our fulfilling existence, from health and well-being to financial success, meaningful relationships, and the pursuit of happiness. We cover it all. Our guests include experts, professionals, and everyday individuals who have remarkable stories to tell. Tune in to learn practical tips, gain valuable insights, and discover strategies for personal growth and transformation. Whether you're seeking to improve your health, build your wealth, enhance relationships, or find lasting happiness, we got you covered. Welcome to today's episode. So another amazing episode with a very special guest. He's been doing some very interesting and unique things online for people who know about combat sports. So, I just bumped into your profile, I think, probably 2-3 weeks ago. And to be honest, in combat sport, there are not so many people who actually do just content.
Yeah, that's true.
Talking about training, professionalism, their day-to-day. If they're there, I wouldn't consider them as pros. And even lately, we've been seeing like a lot of celebrities who are highlighting the sport.
Yeah, true.
And, I just want to know maybe your thoughts on boxing, what you feel about celebrity boxing matches, if it's something you look at it seriously, what other boxers have gone through, like even in the past we've seen with Akina Congestina, like the list is endless.
Yeah, true.
So just before we start, tell the people your name, what you do, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, okay. My name is Sam Kogeluk. I'm a professional boxer, but most people know me as my stage name is Mufasa.
Mufasa.
When you meet me in my office, my name is Mufasa. My office is inside the ring.
Who gave you the name? It's the victims.
Yeah, it's the victims. Yeah, some people also call me Boogeyman. So
okay. So let's just a little bit of background. Like, did you start boxing from childhood, or it's just something that you started as grown up? Because we also know some international boxers who started like late in their life, but the people who are like Akina Floyd Mayweather, started as kids because maybe a family person or like dad, granddad, or somebody close to you was doing boxing.
Yeah, true. But for me, it was a bit different. Sometimes I say that I met boxing by chance or by mistake? Because growing up, I didn't fancy any boxers. I wasn't interested in the sport. I just knew the names, maybe Congestina, Muhammad Ali, because everyone knew them, right?
Exactly.
Knew their names. You knew Congestina boxing. You knew Muhammad Ali boxing. That's the knowledge I had.
Tyson.
Can't
forget Tyson, eh?
Yeah, and also Mike Tyson. So in 2020, the end of 2021, yeah? The end of 2021, there was a friend of mine. He usually sells feeds. So he was training at the back of his store. Every single day he used to train. I didn't know what he was training on, but one day he invited me and told me, Sam, you can come over, we do some training. And that's it. That's how I met boxing.
So in 2021?
Yeah, in 2021. That's how I met boxing by chance, because we actually started with kickboxing. Then later the kicks became a bit difficult for me. I saw, hey,
those calf kicks, man.
This thing kwanza will tear all my shorts, because I was going home with my shorts torn ukuku. So I decided, let me stick to punches. And since then, I can say it found me boxing found me when I was at my lowest, because back then I was drinking a lot, man. I was drinking a lot for someone who was my age. Yeah, it was makuota zilikuwa tu zinatembea everywhere.
But is it maybe because that's post-COVID?
Yeah, that's.
Is
That's
it because you hadn't figured out what to? Because a lot of people were making like a lot of adjustments just from COVID. So maybe if it's work, you didn't have any work. Maybe because me, I'm always telling people like the one thing that has saved me, my hobby was always content creation. And when other people like are saying like, oh, let's go drink, me, I'm thinking like, hey, I'm supposed to edit this. Hey, can I make this video, Nini? So I always had something to do even when I didn't have something. Even when you're not paying me, I would still be shooting content.
Okay.
So is it because that you didn't have anything else to do that pushed you to that direction of maybe drinking, you're bored?
At that time,
bad influence?
I was still in Campo. I was about to iliko hiyo hapo campus hapo mahali.
Okay.
So there was nothing else to do, but I was becoming I think when I look back at it, I was becoming maybe an alcoholic. Because the funny thing is that I saw one guy, I won't mention his name, talking about how heavy of a drinker he was, and I was actually drinking more than this guy.
But a Kenyan guy, someone you know?
A Kenyan guy, my friend, yeah.
Okay.
But he actually changed and did everything. So after when I look back at it, I see it as boxing found me when I was trapped in a hole. I didn't know my purpose. I was just there. And this thing right here, I think sometimes God gives you something to pull you out of where you are and to make you believe in life more.
I think Pierre, who's this the international boxer, the British guy who knocked out Joshua?
Fury.
Fury, because Pierre Fury talks about such things, like when he was in a dark place and then box. In fact, a lot of fighters, they always have that story.
True. I think it's also the same for normal people. You see, if once you start fighting, then I don't think you can turn back from it. I think it's really spiritual. I think it's one of the things that is more close to God, if we might put it like that. Because if you look at ancient times, you look at monks, they dedicated their whole life to learn a particular art, maybe archery, maybe nothing, and they used to stay on hills practicing it for their whole life.
True.
Yeah.
True. What were you studying in campus?
Business IT.
Business IT.
Yeah.
Is that something that you're still pursuing, like on the side or doing?
No.
Really?
Right now I'm a trainer.
Full time it's boxing?
Yeah, full time now it's boxing.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I respect that. So now let's just get into more boxing conversations. And even like just lately, like, how I picked up like some of your videos, it's because of the Majembe and Alfayo. Is the rib breaker. Amani Mbavu what?
Oh, you mean Mbavu Destroyer.
Mbavu Destroyer. So just, I don't know. I'm not sure. Were you involved like in the first fight that Majembe fought in? Because I think there was something of the sort online that I was seeing.
Yeah. The first fight was between Majembe and Alfayo. That I think is what started this thing of Majembe now and Mbavu Destroyer. But Alfayo was the first person to face Majembe. He got mi usema alipigwa kama mwizi. But the first person was the 1627 controversy, the one that I don't know if you heard it, but fighters on that card. I also fought on that card. I fought with a guy called Kevin, who came all the way from Cameroon.
What?
Yeah. So
who won the match? I'm sorry, I didn't see.
Obviously, it's me.
Oh, you won the match?
Yeah. So that match was, to me, it was something different in the boxing industry. It was something that has never happened before, because boxers came together and did something for themselves. You know, they tried it. We tried it. Everyone contributed. So we paid ourselves 1627. The money came in from the tickets, so we had to deal with all expenses.
What's 1627?
Amount.
By 1627 you mean
the cash that people received after fighting that day.
16,027?
No. 1,627.
That's what each boxer got that day.
The 4 boxers, me, the Cameroon guy, Majembe, and Alpha.
Even the Cameroon guy?
Yeah, even the Cameroon
So
guy.
how did he even go home?
I don't know.
Shit. What?
But he's actually he
Ama is
helped
just
a lot.
passionate about the sport, so he'd rather be involved.
Yeah, he came, he helped us acquire a lot of things. He helped a lot with the setup of the event. So people should also tell him thank you, because
What's his name?
His name is Kevin. He's called Kevin.
Okay.
Without Kevin, I don't think the match would have. People couldn't have seen.
And this is somebody outside from Cameroon.
Yeah, someone outside from Cameroon.
That's crazy.
Without Kevin from Cameroon, the match could not have happened. You couldn't even maybe have seen now Majembe versus Mbavu Destroyer. So I think Kevin, people are looking now at what the match is. But if Kevin was not in the December fight, I don't think Alfayo would have fought Majembe. I don't think anything could have happened, and the hype could have.
Okay, what role did he play exactly?
He chipped in a lot of cash to help it. Everyone brought in some cash.
Yeah.
From Majembe to Alfayo to me to Kevin.
Even the fighters, what?
Yeah. So it was us who were setting it up, right? Because there were no sponsors. There was nothing. So the one who contributed, I can say, most of the money was now Kevin. Kevin, I think he gave almost 50% of all the expenses, you see. Yeah, so that's how it went. So after the money came back from the ticketing, now we were to pay everyone who used his money the right way, and then whatever remained, now we get it from here.
Where was the match?
The match was in what's this place opposite KICC, Charter Hall. Yeah.
Do they have a ring? It's those ones you have to set it up afresh.
Yeah, now you have to set it up. You bring in the ring, you bring in everything. Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, man.
That's a lot of money. So now, not to take anything from what's happening, because you now, I can consider like a pro fighter, right?
Yeah.
And Majembe, I don't think I can consider him a pro fighter. Because even himself, he said like in an interview that he said he's never been to a gym or something. He said he's never worked out.
Yeah, I think he trained. He has some skills, but he hasn't turned pro yet. Maybe he's waiting for a match, which.
But does he wake up and actually train boxing?
Yeah. He's actually a good boxer.
Most
people underestimate him, but I've seen him spar. I've seen him throw punches, and he can fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what about the other guy?
The other guy can't do anything.
Mbavu Destroyer can't.
Mbavu, if you are to bet, don't bet on Mbavu.
Don't put your money.
Don't put your money on Mbavu Destroyer.
Oh Lord. Okay, because one thing that I know about boxing, it's I think I've just because I'm a fan of watching UFC and boxing matches. Maybe it's because the fighters from abroad do a really good job of selling the matches.
Yeah, true, man.
Do you think that's what's missing, in the Kenyan industry? In that, because I know we have boxers. I see people training on and off. Yeah. I've seen kickboxers here, but I don't see them going to mainstream to attract the kind of attention that this match has actually brought in. True, what do you think is lacking, in the boxing industry? Because we see a lot of people here. Even a prime example would be Congestina. She fought at a very high level.
Yeah.
And then we all saw how it broke her down. And if it's not Sonko doing his best to bring her back to just what she is right now, it would have been almost tragic for her.
Yeah, true, man.
So what do you think is missing in that industry?
Yeah, I think that boxers also need to work on the marketing aspect of, we need to embrace social media. Actually, I was the first person to talk about boxing on social media. Yeah, and most fighters at that time were really held back, You could see the comments, people writing, watu mafighter waongeangi, mafighter wafanye nini, and
you have to sell the match though.
And you have to sell the match. So
yeah.
Mi nikasema let me see, there's no one talking about boxing in Kenya, because I remember before nianze kupost videos I looked at boxing Kenya, I saw no one. I saw no one. I scrolled. I saw no one. People were posting videos of them working out, of them doing the normal things, right?
Yeah.
And I saw that this was not enough. So I started talking about boxing. The first video I made, I was encouraging people to work out, but that didn't do so well. The second one I did, I was telling people how to combine their punches. So I told people hit the body, then hit the head. Then that video did quite well, and now I said now here is where I'm gonna do it. I got some fights. I started editing the videos by myself. As you say, the marketing part is very important.
Crucial.
It's very important. That's something that is also lacking in the boxing industry. We mostly rely on promoters to do it for us, but you need to put in something, for yourself also. You can post it on your socials, you can talk about it, in short, boxers need to accept that the world is changing and social media is a skill that you need to have, man.
It's everything. You'll be missing out a lot, especially if you're talented. And then now, let's just be honest. Now let's say when professional fighters who've been, like you started in 2021. Now I think the professional league starts at like what age? Because I've seen like kids who go to like Paka Olympics and stuff. At what age does it start? Like for
there's some people who turned pro at 16. Canelo turned at 16. Yeah, it's not you don't have but mostly it's supposed to be 18 because you need an ID to register those things.
So there are no people under 18 doing like the Olympics, somehow like
Olympics. That's amateur now.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Sawa. Yeah. So I think that's where I'm confusing the two. So amateur, but it means they're still skilled, but it's not like now they're pro nini.
Yeah, it's not like the pro now. We fight more than 3 rounds. Amateur is just 3 rounds and below. But skill wise, it doesn't make any difference. If someone is an amateur, he can't beat a pro. No. At the end of the day, the punches are still the same. Yeah.
I've seen young people. If you see young Floyd Mayweather punching, you're like, hey, okay, this is a bit.
So amateur is just a name. I usually say it's just the number of rounds. But if you're good in the amateurs, then definitely you'll come and be good at the pros.
Okay, so amateur, it's like 3 rounds, the way you said.
Yeah, it's only 3
so rounds. Even when it's Akina Majembe fighting, it's 3 rounds.
I think the Majembe fight, it's gonna be maybe 3 or 4 rounds, or depending on how, since it's gonna be an exhibition.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna depend. I don't know how they're gonna set it up, but theirs is maybe an exhibition. So
okay,
maybe 4. I don't know. It's gonna be like a celebrity fight or something of the sort.
And even speaking of celebrity fight, because like my friend won the last celebrity fight, Barack Jacuzzi. Yeah. And I think the one thing that I was telling him, like, because we did an interview and then the fight was happening like a week ago. Like a week later. And I was telling him, like, I'm so intrigued by how you guys have marketed this thing. Because, like, I wasn't really paying attention to it. And then I start seeing the clips. I'm like, this is what fighters need to be doing. Yeah, I think this is where it's going wrong.
Yeah. The celebrity fights are really,
and even abroad, if you hear the payouts for celebrity fights,
it's crazy.
Crazy. So now if we come back to like now, I know you have an upcoming fight, right?
Yeah. I'll be fighting under the Majembe card. Yeah, so I'll fight and then maybe Majembe.
Also, it's on the same day.
Yeah.
Who are you fighting?
I'm fighting a guy from Eldoret. He's called Seba.
Yeah. Is he good?
He looks. Videos sometimes can lie to you. But what I know at the end of the day is that I am better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But is it somebody who started training a long time ago? Like, has it been through his entire childhood? He started later.
Judging from his clips, I think he's done it.
For a while.
Yeah, I think he's been in the game for a while, but we can't know until.
So where do you get the confidence to get in the ring? Me, I wouldn't fight anyone who's been fighting. At me, I started boxing at 12 years old. I'll be like, no, thank you. Give me an amateur fighter.
You take it on. You have to understand that he hasn't fought you yet. So until he fights you, then maybe he'll realize that there's something different. Yeah.
Where would you rank like your skill level? Because I've seen like some of your clips, and Pia, those body punches, Pia.
Me, I think I am the best, and I don't think there'll ever come
The
a
best?
fighter in Kenya who will do what I have done.
Wait, are you saying about content-wise or like even fighting?
Content and fighting.
What?
Yeah, that's how I rank myself.
Okay.
I am the best that you guys will ever see.
Have you lost any matches?
Yeah, I've lost one match.
One
match, and that actually my coach says that we had to lose that. We had to lose it so that if I won it, maybe I wouldn't be a good boxer. Yeah, sometimes you need that one loss. Yeah, but my record at the end of the day, I'll settle that loss with that guy.
How many wins do you have? And okay, the loss is one, but how many wins?
In my professional, I have 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss.
Okay. Yeah. So in total, you've done like maybe less than 10 matches?
Less than 10, yeah.
Okay. So how many more fights do you think it would take for you to feel like I'm at a level where like, because you know how we hear like Akina Canelo, Kina Floyd, you hear like 30.
You hear like 30, yes.
So Tyson had like, is it like close to 50?
Yeah.
50 matches, and then you hear the number of KOs that somebody has. Hey, Mpaka, you're just like, those are so many fights. But so how many more fights do you think you have like a target in your head where you're like, I'd want to have like, let's say 25, 30 matches so that I can say like, okay, so now I'm,
I'd like to have almost close to 40. If I can get 40 to 50 matches, then I think now we can call it quits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, Pia, your body. So, boxing Pia is one of the most terrible.
And that's a good thing about starting late, you see. So, me, I started in 2021, so I'm better off than the guys who started at, I don't know, they were 12 years.
Your body hasn't taken that much any damage.
Much damage, yeah.
Okay.
So that's the advantage of starting late. Yeah.
Did Anthony Joshua start slightly late as well?
Anthony Joshua, I think, has been in the game. Deontay Wilder is the one who started quite, I think, late, maybe 22, 20 something there.
And I think you can tell from how he throws his punches. Would I say he's a power puncher?
Yeah, he's a power. He relies on his power.
Because it's almost predictable. Because he's always aiming with this, and you know that punch is coming. Exactly. It's just coming. So you have to just keep missing.
Exactly, that's how it is.
Okay, it's tricky. But when now you see somebody like Floyd, who can dance around, make you like lose your breath completely.
Floyd is one of the greatest, man. I think I used to think that maybe he picked opponents or something of the sort, but after looking carefully at how he fights, at how he does things, he inspires me somehow to do some of the things I do, and also social media.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he's a really good. He changed the game in terms of fighting, in terms of marketing, in terms of everything.
And I think he's also one of those people who, I think according to what he was saying, I think he was doing a back and forth with a press guy, and he was saying that he has fought almost like the most world champs.
Yeah.
So like anybody that you've seen him like fighting, it's like somebody who's really, really skilled and ranked high in the boxing community.
Yeah, he fought Pacquiao.
Imagine.
Pacquiao was the best of the best. You see.
Yeah. He made Canelo look like a child.
Yeah, made Canelo look like a child. So he's dangerous.
So like when you come to like just in the Kenyan boxing, like how can I say it, like a community, are there different leagues, and are they controlled? Or somebody can just start like their own league if I want to?
I think it should be, according to me, how I see it, because one problem in the professional boxing scene is that there's a time it became too easy to become a professional. You see, you become, if it's too easy to become a pro, now we become.
By too easy, what do you mean by that?
By too easy, I mean you say you want to turn pro, and maybe some promoter gives you something and you turn.
Oh,
you turn pro.
okay.
Yeah, there's no there's no strict policy that you have to achieve a number of fights in the amateur
to get to like
to
this.
get to now to turn to professional. So I think pros tukakuwa wengi sana in maybe the pro industry until we spoiled the market, because if I'll play a game for, let's say, 50,000, there's someone who is willing to take even 5,000 for that.
Yeah.
So maybe in the future, if they can try and restrict it and say that for you to turn pro, then there has to be this and this, then maybe the market will come and become much better. Because right now there are a lot of pro fighters, so you have to be on toes, you have to be on social media, you have to do what, because your skills alone won't set you apart. Is there a boxing federation in exist? And I'm asking this out of pure ignorance, because I don't know. Is there like a boxing federation like in Kenya? Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's a. So what's their job? Because I think like I'm seeing boxers doing like everything, and even like how you guys have highlighted like from like the Majembe fight last year to where you are right now. Like where does the boxing federation come in? I think they also need support from maybe the government or anything. Wait, no way. Yeah, because they also need help. You see, because boxing is a big business. So they also need. Sometimes people blame the federation and say the federation. I would blame the federation because the federation is probably isn't it part of the government? Isn't that like a government body? It can't be private. Maybe hapo kwa Kichele is where the issue is. So now, like when you pro boxers see like how Akina Majembe and what's the other guy? Mbavu Destroyer, is that his only name? Ama he has another name? How people know him from breaking ribs? Yeah, people know him from breaking ribs. Ama weka mawe. Weka mawe. Let's say from the two guys, when you pro boxers look at how much they've been able to attract money from sponsorship, the government, private entities, and even the president, how does that make you feel as a professional boxer? Because I've seen people like on TikTok who are saying like, I can't even feed myself. I don't even have money for to take me through the week. And I'm actually like a professional boxer. Yeah, true. And nothing to take away again from like what Akina Majembe are doing. But I don't look at them as professionals because if we talk about training, we all know, first of all, boxing professionals, if you're doing, is it like 12 rounds? Yeah, it's 12 rounds. 12 rounds. The cardio that's needed. Yeah, the cardio that's needed. Food, you have to be on good nutrition because you're exhausting your muscles to exactly. Meaning you guys have to put way much work to get to where you are and even represent yourself as just boxers. But how does that make you feel when you see these guys? Like, let's say the Sport Pesa guy saying like, okay, here's 2 million. But I'm like, wait, what? I thought the other match guys say they got sijui how much. The way you said like 16, whatever. 16 but him is saying 2M. The president is throwing 2M. And then like I think Obina and friends peer like there's another like Nini. But how does that make professional boxers feel when they know they put in like so much work and boxers are always complaining about like we're being told there's no money. Yeah, true. Sponsors don't come in like during any other matches. Yeah, I was actually watching before even we began the interview. Yeah, I was watching another interview, and some boxer said that it's not fair that these guys they're not professionals. They are not professionals, and they have money. But to me, I think that Majembe and Wekamawe deserve all the flowers that they have. I really believe that it's something that is much better for, because now you see boxers are looking at just maybe not just boxers, but everyone is looking at just the money. But what Majembe and Madimanga have done is something great for the sport, because they have pulled in a lot of funds. Now people can say they understand what boxing is, because there'll be professional bouts before them. They've pulled in funds, and we needed funds in the sport of boxing because mafans walikuwa wameisha. There was no funds at people who want to see what boxing is, people who want this. But Majembe and Alfayo, apart from, most people are looking at the money and putting themselves in their shoe, thinking that they deserve the money more than them. Apana. They've worked to pull in those amount of numbers. They should be paid even more, because they've done a lot.
Okay, now my take again.
Every boxer from after their game will benefit a lot, because now people know what boxing is because of Majembe and this guy. So they've pulled in a lot of funds. If you sit and look at it, maybe in a few years, people might actually, we have funds now. We have funds. If you say now there's a game, maybe in 2 months people will pull up, things of the sort.
Yeah, I can give like my honest take, and I don't want boxers to meet me on the street and try thinking I'm trying to fight. By the way, I'm just saying, like, but doesn't that make a mockery of the sport, kinda? Because again, if people get used to it, to like people like Majembe promoting the sport, when an actual boxer comes, he might not be taken seriously or get the same attention that these guys are getting.
But one thing that we should look at Majembe, and let's say maybe Majembe, and maybe we can put in Mbavu Destroyer there. One thing we should, let's just use Majembe, because I know Majembe is a good fighter. Let's use Majembe. What boxers need to do is not feel bad about the money that this guy has gotten. But what they need to do is to sit down and ask themselves, what has Majembe done that we can do, so that we also grow our space in the boxing platform? That, I think, is a big question that every boxer should ask themselves. But nimekuwa nikisikia watu wakisema, these guys are not fighters, these guys are not what, these guys are not what. But at the end of the day, it's how did you market yourself? How many people know you? What more do you have apart from your skills? And Majembe has all of that. So every boxer should learn from Majembe.
The reason I'm saying that, it's because I think at times, like just in the Kenyan community, we are so focused on ourselves that we don't pay attention to maybe what's going on outside the country.
Yeah.
Like, it can be all fun and games, like, yes, when we're in the country, we hype a match and fight and nini. But when you just go online, because we all spend a lot of time online.
Yeah.
When you see Ukrainians training their kids at 8 years old, and I'm talking about girls.
Yeah.
If you see China, if you see even Uganda, they've just started, I've forgotten the name of that account. Ugandans are training kids who are like between 8 there, I think 6 to like 12 years old.
True.
And they're really good. And this is boxing and kickboxing. So even for me, I'm just looking at it as an outsider. I'm like, I can tell these guys are already looking, not about now. They're looking at it as, let's take it like 10 years from now.
Yeah.
They will be producing a lot. The same way Nigerians now are like dominating like Akina UFC.
That's true, man.
Boxing.
That's true.
So it's very unfortunate, because why I'm saying it's a mockery of the sport, and not in a bad way, like this is just from an observation point of view. It's because we have to look at it as we can produce some of the best fighters, train them from a young age, take the sport seriously, start sponsoring them early, because even in content creation space, we can see the same thing has happened.
Yeah, true.
People who are doing like a lot of mediocre things are the ones who are getting paid, are the ones who are getting money. And then now you have people who are like really skilled, they're good at something, and then they're like, why should I even bother doing this?
Yeah.
Because let's say if you hit 30 and you've been hustling for like something that you're passionate about from like, let's say your teen years to like 30, and nothing happens. Because all the attention is going to like okay, just because somebody can make people laugh online. This is there. Like, let's just say, I've seen Majembe doing like how many interviews? Like probably a couple of interviews and clips and stuff. But I haven't seen any professional boxers
but it's
being given the same airtime. But also, that's why I'm saying, why aren't people, like, we've trained ourselves to, like, now it's like handing out participation trophies. We need attention to go to professionals. Like if we're talking about like a boxer saying that I can't feed myself, I'm hungry and then nobody pays attention to him. But when somebody says ati wekelea, and then all of a sudden there's, okay, here's 2 million, here's 2 million. I just don't understand it. I'm sorry, but I just don't understand it.
But even you, if someone tells you to mention 5 boxers in Kenya, you'll only say
Congestina.
Only Conje, but that's a long time. What about now? It means that maybe us as boxers, we're not putting ourselves out there.
Yeah.
Because maybe boxers rely on the promoter, maybe the supporters, to come and look for them. People don't talk about boxing, don't do anything about boxing, don't market themselves as good as Majembe has done it.
Majembe hasn't marketed himself.
He has. He came up with a skit. He said, nani atapnini Majembe, nani atanini Majembe. And that's how he has done 80% of what boxers do not do.
And Majembe, I'm not taking anything away from what you're doing. I'm just trying to say it's so unfortunate, because why I'm saying that is because I know, like, even a month ago, we had like the Tennis International Women's Championship or League thing that was happening in Parklands.
Yeah.
The girl who's representing Kenya has won like Wimbledon matches. Like, she's always like the one who, like, when you get in with her, you just know you're destroyed.
Yeah, true.
It's like Akina Venus, Serena Williams, Huko and Nini. But now when it was time for her to go back and do training, I think maybe if it's in the States or somewhere in Europe, she's asking for public funds.
Oh.
And I'm just like, this makes no sense at all.
But actually sports in Kenya, I think maybe they need to do something about it, because sometimes you can't blame an athlete for selling his or her citizenship. You can't blame them, because you can look also at the darts guy, right? He made his fortune from outside.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. So I don't know where the path is going, but people need to identify good talent and then see if they can do, because sports is a major thing outside.
Because the darts guy, we didn't know even if it exists until he started, like. But that's why I'm saying, like, it's very unfortunate that the attention is being directed to, like, because if it's marketing, trust me, I don't want to say any crazy person, but any person who thinks they're viral, they can just start. Because like now, let's just say maybe for me, because I have a podcast, I pick 2 socialites who are well known and they have big numbers, and then I say, like, I'm fixing like a cat fight for these girls. So you mean to tell me, like, and you know how waheshimiwa are in Kenya. They'll drop bags for that match.
Yeah, true.
But that's what I'm saying. We can't necessarily just keep rewarding something because, it makes us laugh. It gives us like attention right now. We do have to take direction to the professionals, because if we don't, other countries are doing it. Yeah. And that's why when we do that, and then one of our participants, like, or somebody who's representing us, goes to an international space, and then you see somebody getting like being beat up like in like 60 seconds. You're like, hey, so we thought this guy is like a pro. No, he wasn't a pro. It's just because you directed it to, because even running, I've had runners are also having like a very big challenge.
Yeah, true.
Before you get to like even perfect example. Kipchoge is not signed the Kenyan campus. He's signed by some European
Nike
overseas.
And all those,
Nike, but his management is like, I don't know, is it some European company? If I'm not wrong, we'll check on ChatGPT, but he's signed by some European somewhere. So that's what I'm saying. We can't just keep ignoring
The professionals.
the professionals in the name of excitement. Because let's be honest, we would want to say that after that match, money will be thrown at boxing. Let's be honest. Do you think that's going to happen?
I think, according to me,
According to like past history that has happened in the
according
sports and everything, we're going with statistics of
I
the country.
I think boxing needed Majembe. It needed
No
someone
way.
like Majembe. For
What?
real. Now everyone is talking about boxing. Now,
Is Majembe your friend?
Majembe.
Yeah.
I personally admire what he does in the sport. And
But did you know
him-
each other in person?
I know we met in the 1627 fight.
Oh, the fight.
Yeah, but
okay.
I saw how he fought, and if right now he has attention, if people now can support him with the training and all those things, because he's still a young man.
What's
He's
his
20.
weight class?
I think he's maybe 69,
okay.
welterweight or something. I'm not so sure.
Okay.
But if I'm not saying the Mawe guy. Me, I'm saying Majembe because I've seen.
You've seen him train and fight.
Yeah, if he gets the proper training, and he already has a fan base, he can concentrate now with training alone, right? And get good deals and good sponsorship. Then I think it's a win for everyone. Because you can't take it from him. He's still doing boxing despite all those challenges that he had.
I just think he's the wrong spokesperson for the sport. Because, and again, I'm just saying I can't take him seriously as an ini. Because I also want to know if somebody is representing Kenya outside there. I want to see a professional. Because here again, we can say like us, how Majembe has won, and I'm telling you, if he gets in the ring with a Ugandan guy who's been training, that cardio is going to be put to test.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That cardio is going to be put to test. And even professional boxers know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Even you know what I'm talking about. I've seen you do like your rounds mpaka when you're like at round 8 and you still have that stamina.
Yeah.
If you meet a Ukrainian, in fact, not Ukrainian, if you meet a Mexican who has been training,
it becomes a bit hectic, yeah?
It's going to be embarrassing.
Yeah.
And everybody will be like, hey, and you know how Kenyans are. Today they love you, they will abandon you completely.
Yeah, that's also true.
So
that's also true.
As much as Majembe is good at what he does, and I'm just saying that he needs to be more in the industry for a slightly longer time to take the sport seriously. For now, he said he's never been to a gym to work out Nini. So maybe he can do like a couple of fights.
Yeah.
Because you've said like he can do 3 rounds.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a good boxer can only just do 3 rounds.
3. You need to go to 12.
So I don't know if he jogs. Does he?
Yeah.
He does.
He actually trains.
He does.
Yeah, I think that boxing needed.
Majembe, I'm actually sorry because I haven't taken you seriously, but I'm sorry. So maybe if I have a sit down with him, I can just get to know him better. I might even see the match.
Yeah.
He's
actually, according to me, most boxers are against it because most boxers are looking at the fact that this guy just came up. This guy just did this and now he has a lot of money. But he deserves it because boxing needed someone like Majembe. For real. Boxing needed someone like Majembe to do what he does, and now we have proper recognition.
Guys, let me engage a few guys like online. There's a guy called George, he says King Mufasa. Mirangi Njenga said Mufasa VP. And then there's Stamina Gasto says Gotea Mustafa Hapo. This man is a beast. Endurance. We've been talking about endurance right now, by the way. You see, that's what I'm talking about. And then it's like it's a win for boxing. Majembe has helped to publicize boxing in Kenya.
True.
Guys, man,
True.
I think maybe I'm looking at things differently, and I have to adjust to.
There are a lot of good boxers in Kenya now, but now through Majembe, now you can see them. Now you can see, there's this guy. There's this guy. There's this guy. Majembe is shedding the light on boxing, which everyone needs, and every boxer should hold Majembe up like this and support him because he has done what I think even maybe Konje didn't do. That's how I rank this guy.
Yeah, because Konje was actually helped by, I think, promoters mostly.
Majembe has done it by TikTok.
Actually, let's give him credit. Okay, I do give him credit, but I'm just saying it's very unfortunate.
Now he
for
can
professional
now
boxers.
he can train. I think with the finances and the sponsorship, if he has any, I'm not so sure. But obviously he's gonna win. He can use that money to now perfect his skills. Because if he's this good right now, and imagine if he now has the training.
Now, here's also another thing, and this is a very common pattern, even with international fighters. Once money starts coming in, most fighters start deteriorating, in their performance. And also understand this is a young guy who's said 20, Mbavu Destroyer probably around the same age, maybe early 20s or something. But also again, money is good, and it can also be bad for fighters if it's coming in the way this money is coming in.
Yeah, true. They need maybe some professional advice on that.
Because most boxers, they climb ladders slowly, kidogo. Yeah. Let's say a typical good Kenyan boxing match. How much do boxers get paid? A good one that has sponsors and everything.
A good one that has sponsors, I'd say maybe 60 to 100.
100 G's.
Yeah.
Do you think this young man should be given,
I think,
1 to 2 M to handle in their state of mind, the way you're looking at them? Do you think it's gonna help them or destroy them? Because that's money coming to them. It's like, after fight tunakupea hii, we tunakupea hii. What do you guys think is gonna happen?
Mbavu Destroyer is not a fighter, A fighter has
he'll have 1 million. He'll get paid 10 times a professional fighter.
So him, what he will do that you sizijua. But I understand the heart of a fighter. I understand if you look at someone, you can know that who wants to fight. And I think someone like Majembe will remain in the game after the 2
after million. That money comes in his account.
They get 10 million. I think he's gonna it's gonna help boxing a lot, I think.
What are their payouts, by the way, at this level, with everybody who's coming in? What's the payout for most of them?
I think it's 2 million or something. I'm not so sure.
I think that's a bad idea. I think that's a bad idea. I know any 20-year-old who's been suffering. I don't think
there's any boxer in Kenya who has ever received such.
That's what I'm saying. And even
but it's people think that social media is easy. But before that guy took up that phone and put it here, and he kwanza alifikiria akasema watu watasema nini, watu watafanya nini, and then he decided, let's go. This is my life up at 20. So he deserves ataka money for the sport of boxing. Yeah, he has done everything. You
believe he has done enough for the boxing sport?
I believe he has done what was needed to be done.
Oh, okay, what was
personally needed? I started I am the one who started talking about boxing, talking about this.
That's what I'm talking. Okay,
Majembe has done a great job.
Let me give you a good example.
I'm like John the Baptist, and then he's like, now Jesus, now he's coming.
Let me give you a good example, right? Yeah. You guys made the last Nini match possible. Mm-hmm. You, the Cameroonian guy, I'm guessing, because you even in your descriptions, event organizer, right? Mm-hmm. Are you guys involved in this coming Nini?
And I'll be fighting in this card,
But have they called you guys for that discussion? It's like, okay, we know you guys are the ones who made this possible. The Cameroon guy made this possible. Have they called you guys to say
no, they haven't called.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
But you have to see at and look at what people are looking at. Yes. We received 27. I actually received less because the marketing
Jesus Christ,
the ticketing, the money for ticketing was sent to me. Now I was the one distributing.
Also now doing deductions.
So after deductions, it was almost 8,000. Now you have to divide now to 5 people, and now we get our pay. So I think I didn't calculate the transaction costs, you see.
Oh.
So I didn't get 1627. I got 11, man, and I was like, what? So I think it's how it needed to be. If maybe people got a lot of money from that, then boxing wouldn't be what boxing is now.
Yeah.
But now people are starting to get an idea. What's boxing? What's a celebrity fight?
Yeah.
What's this? Now we are getting fans. At least when we get fans now, people will come and watch more games.
Okay, for me, what I would encourage, like a lot of people who are maybe like just professional boxers, definitely start putting out more content.
Yeah, true.
I think
Even
that will
amateur.
Even amateur, like, just start putting out more content, because I think the most important thing that I've seen now is like, just because of the internet, opportunities can even come from overseas.
True, man,
People are scouting through TikTok. They might say like, hey, I'm seeing like somebody who's super talented here. What if I bring them to this country? And my advice is like, if you get an opportunity to be signed out of this country, leave. Leave immediately. Because it will change so many other different things, because now you will be moving to a place where now there is a lot of professionalism. And if you're trying to do this so that you can change like your family's life, your next coming generation, just leave. You can always come back, but there's a clear display of unprofessionalism or appreciation of our athletes.
Yeah, right now where boxing is, we need to do it as something that we're not doing it for ourselves. There's I think it's a Chinese proverb that it says, when you plant a tree and you don't expect to get shade from it, then you have understood the meaning of life. That's how they say it. So this is, for example, when I do my things, I understand that maybe it might not be. I might not maybe be the one who will benefit from it. Maybe it's someone else. You never know what God's plan is, right? So right now, let's boxing is not at that good of a place. So everyone can try and make it better for the people who are coming. We know Majembe right now, but maybe, who knows, in 2 weeks, someone much better, much talented will come. And it's him now on the spotlight. Who knows? Maybe it's me on the spotlight. Maybe it's Alfayo on the spotlight. You see, you need to put it in such a way that let's grow the sport in whatever we are doing online.
In fact, when Barack was practicing for his match, he was training more than these two guys.
Yeah. But Barack said that he is the one who made Majembe get paid. I don't think.
Okay, no. The thing is, Majembe called out Barack after he saw Barack had won a celebrity match.
Yeah, but the fights were there even before Barack. So
no, they were there, but I think like when it comes to like mainstream kind of celebrity boxing match, Barack did put like did shed.
But he is a
good light.
So him saying that he's the one who made Majembe get a job. It's not.
But he said that.
This guy's.
No, he didn't say that. He said that.
He said.
But I think but Barack is an entertainer. I think he was just saying that so that he can hype the nini.
I think he meant it. He said he's the reason that Majembe and Mbavu have a job, because maybe he did.
You're lying. There is no way. There is no way.
Majembe is a fighter. He has done it before. So the hype right now is just an add-on. But these guys have fought,
Yeah. Let me see if I can call Barack right now. Barack, he's quite an entertainer, so he would have an opinion here.
Yeah.
Let's see if he picks up.
The person you've called is not reachable.
Hold on. I have another number. Is he gonna pick? Oh, but he does entertainment, so probably had a long night over the weekend. If I can get him online, that would be interesting to hear his take as well.
Yeah.
Let me see. Barack. I have his 462. Oh, Lord. He's actually definitely asleep, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Come on, Barack. When we need you, your phone is off. Let's see. Let's see if he'll pick up. I'm using Barack. We need you now. You're sleeping. Come on. Barack, come on. Let's see if he'll pick up. He's definitely asleep. He must have had like one of those long nights. Barak, I wanted to include you in this conversation, but you're not there, so maybe we'll catch up with him and just hear his thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay, so he said he made it possible for these guys to get paid.
Yeah, he said, I think through maybe his celebrity fights or anything that people, that Majembe now got recognition and everything. But I don't think that's how it was. This guys showed heart on December 26th.
Yeah. The Alfayo and Majembe.
Yeah, the Alfayo and Majembe is the genesis of all that. We fought, and also the undercards, the guys who fought Kina Milano, everyone who fought under that card got made it possible for us to see what is now happening in boxing, and we thank them for participating in that game. It really helped shape Kenyan boxing.
Okay, now, like the way I mentioned, like you and the Cameroonian guys have not been included in this other Nini.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel as well? I think you are just PR trained because you're trying to say everything that's good. You're not saying anything, Nini. And this is what we're talking about, like when it comes to boxing. If it was Floyd Mayweather being asked this question, how do you think he would have answered it?
Yeah, true.
If it was Tyson being asked this question, how do you think he would have answered it? He wouldn't say like, no, it's okay, you guys, you just do your... No way. He would call out everyone. Mpaka that other fight would be like, hey, set up. You know, the way in press conferences, people are like, hey, but let's go and fight right now. Me, I'm not even waiting for the day. So I'm just asking, how does it make you feel? And you don't have to like, Nini, I know it's maybe good PR. I can tell you, it's just somebody who does not cause friction like a lot online. But again, isn't that what you said we needed for boxers?
That's what we need for boxing, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe.
But just an honest opinion though, but how does that, reflect on you?
Personally, I can't see it as something. Yes,
you don't think you would have wanted to be involved in that process? Maybe
we got paid. Maybe I got paid even less than 1627. But it was something that never happened. So looking at the negative side of it, yes, maybe I don't know how to put it, but I believe that it was something good in the long run. I really believe that getting that was something that needed to happen for boxing to go in the right direction. Yes, at the moment we do not have the proper recognition, maybe, but that's not all that. Kevin, I told you, Kevin flew all the way from Cameroon. He is actually the main character, because without Kevin, now I feel, yes, Kevin should be included.
Yeah,
Kevin should be included definitely, because without him, the game should aingefanyika. It wasn't even close to kukaribia kufanyika. So if there's someone who deserves the flowers, it's Kevin, the Cameroon guy. That's my honest opinion. Mimi, I like fighting, and Mimi, I was happy that day that nilichapa ujamaa, and we did something that has never happened in boxing. We came together and said, okay, hatuna sponsors, hatuna anything. Let's do this. But sahi, it's hype and everything. But when it comes now to boxing, maybe now sasa we will get the proper recognition.
Do you have any sponsors right now, just personally, just for your personal brand?
No, sahi, I can say my fans, some of my fans do support me. Kuna msee anaweza niambia, Mufasa, chukua hii, nunua hapo, enda upige tizi, and ufanye such things.
Buy a crate of eggs, nini, unajua, proteins.
Buy a crate of eggs hapo. So I have fans who believe in the cause, because they can see that this guy is an underdog searching for greatness. And also, kama wewe pia una watch and you believe in underdog searching for greatness, ingia kwa link yangu, kuna namba hapo, can do whatever you want to do.
But that's exactly why I'm talking about, like, you see, this is somebody who does content. You are well spoken, you post your training, nini, and everything. We have companies out here from men products. What can I even mention now? From a body sprays, and the typical things that boxers normally get, like if we look at nini overseas. But all these companies, Kenyan brands, that's what I'm saying, like, if we keep like magnifying that culture of like, as long as something is trending, people are laughing, that's where we are throwing money.
Yeah, true.
Now you see somebody like you who's working, they can send you probably like beard. Even these people, social media people who advertise their barber shops and sujui beard oils and any. Nobody has reached out to you.
No.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
That's the issue.
Me, I saw your clip, and immediately what did I do? It's like, hey, bro, by the way, I would want to. And then like even got on call, I was like, yo, I would want to call you just to come on the platform to talk about. I think that's how marketing people should look at. So that they're with you through the journey. So that, let's say, by chance you get to go and represent us, maybe, let's say we start with somewhere like South Africa, where, because I think South Africa have like nice structures for everything. If it comes to payment, and any people will definitely get paid well. If you were to go to SA, hey, you have this Vaseline from, Vaseline is it part of Unilever? I think so, I'm not so sure. But they'd say like, oh, Unilever has sponsored like his entire journey from when he wakes up, because what do boxers apply like when, before fighting? Like, it's Vaseline.
Yeah.
You see, I'm not even in the marketing department.
But it's true, boxers do suffer a lot, because
it should start with such simple things.
I've played not that many games, but judging by where I am with those few games, I'm ranked number 2 in Kenya, and there's a whole list of guys behind me. So there's one time I called one of my friends and asked, so how comes I'm number 2, and where did all these guys go? You know what he said? He told me they gave up.
That's what I'm talking about.
And in there are a list of good boxers, people who would have done boxers. It, but the lack of...
Probably they're doing an office job now.
Yeah, they're doing even anything to
even maybe Mjengo. You know how boxers, it can be really bad for like boxers.
Yeah, true. For boxers, it's mostly hard labor.
That's why because of course, even just physique and what you're already used to, it's like nipe kitu yote that I can do for you, and then that's what I'm saying. Like if I was in marketing department, company like, and they have budgets.
But what could the issue be with maybe those companies? Is it the sports nature of this
throwing
country?
Money at mediocre things? And again, I'm not referencing this to Majembe. Staki mashida, by the way. So I'm just exactly. Next, I see a video. I'm just saying, once companies start, or like even employing people who are more, I don't know, people who can see into the future. I do not, and because now they wait until maybe you get to an international platform. They'll be like, so you saw like how another example. See the girl who was hugging the tree.
Yeah, man. Hey, that
there you go.
A lot of people off.
No, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. Companies start coming. Paka sijui like, oh, an MP is there. Oh, Mosiria is there. Oh, sijui, like so many people are there, like just encouraging and nini. Oh, we've given her sijui how much. Oh, we are paying for their trip to go to like sijui, where was it? She was in Dubai like after a week or something.
Brazil, I think.
How many boxers have even gone to like probably like TZ or UG?
Yeah, true, man. That's really.
But that's what I'm talking about. You see, when companies are coming with serious cash, when they're sponsoring things that I don't want to say, now I can't use I'll just say mediocre though. Because there are people who are doing like actually really important things. Because I'm telling you, go to TikTok now, pick like maybe motocross, and see people who are training like their kids to just like drive those two bikes and in.
True, man, true.
2-3 years old. Kids are training already. And I'm telling you, by the time they get to like 8 or 9, sponsorship is there. Because they're there for their entire journey. Yeah. I think they were talking about somebody like Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods had this sponsorship from, was it Nike? Is it Nike that he promotes? I don't know if it's Nike or whichever company it is, but they signed him early during his career. And then the controversy came in when he was caught up like with the girls and everything. He was doing 2 drugs here and there, just overindulging. Yeah. And I think it's giving like really bad press. And then now he was trying to come back to like just limelight, because people were saying, hey, Kwanzaa in the States, if you mess up, you're done completely. Sponsors go and everything. So other sponsors went and everything. But there's this one company that just stayed with him. They were like, you know what? He's a good, talented sportsman. So we will stick with him through this. Even with bad PR and everything, we'll stick with him through this.
That's nice.
So they stayed. And then Tiger Woods started coming back slowly, started winning here and there. And then there was a company that came and said they want to offer him like 4 or 5 times like what the company that was just with him. And then Tiger Woods said like, no, I can't. Very good offer and everything, but I'll stick with the guys who've been with me through the entire process,
true, man.
and they
That's
never left me. So even you, when you get in an international platform, and then now the Kenyan sponsors start coming, unasikia like, sijui, Vassman is there, Blue Band is there, sijui mpaka Hapik. You know how Kenyan companies are. Once kuna kahype hivi, they all start throwing things that are not even related to you.
Yeah, true.
Kidogo umevalishwa like a jacket, sijui you are cleaning nini with Hapik up or sijui or something. It won't make any sense because that's not the direction we should be going if we're trying to look at to mentor people from an early stage, because even if it's boxing, I think for your case now, you're looking at it, if I was to discover like, let's say, a young talented boxer that you can actually sign and take him to the levels that you'd want. You would want to start with him when he's young. You've seen that guy at 15, 16, he's good.
Can do something,
Yo, bro, let me train you. Kidogo, let me sign you. And then before you know it, uko kando ya ring hapo hivyo like akina Habib and nini. Their team is uko, you're opposite with your fighter. That's and it's nice. A proud moment. Full sponsorship and everything. But how can you do that if companies are throwing money? Because money is there. Like I've said, tree hugging chick, pesa ilirushwa hapo. Normal boxers, no. Akina Majembe, I could just see like, I couldn't believe somebody's counting 10 million. First of all, kwanza hivi kwa meza. Ready to put it all out. And not in a bad way again. I'm just saying this just from a social media mindset and marketing mindset. I'm just like, you would have been sponsoring boxing then from the longest time. Because let's not forget, at some point, SportPesa was sponsoring leagues, football leagues abroad. I think they even sponsored Formula One at some point, like for those 2 cars. I don't remember which country it was, but they were sponsoring that.
Yeah, true, man.
True. That's what I'm saying. If the money is there, it should be directed to professionals. I'm sorry, Majembe, you're good at what you do, but I think professionals need to be taken seriously, rewarded, if we want to be taken serious as a country in an international platform. Because now if somebody is Googling Kenyan boxing, probably what will pop up is Naning akichapwa na mawe hivi kwa mgongo.
Madimanga.
And honestly speaking, we can't be taken seriously in international space if it's not comedy. That will look like comedy. And then when you go to Mexico, Mexicans are bad.
Yeah, Mexicans are fighters, man.
They are bad.
They're fighters. They're really
they don't fighters. Play. Endurance. Punching is like, okay, go to Philippines. At Manny Pacquiao, I don't even understand where he got that kind of stamina. From round 1 to 12, the same force he's hitting you with, it's still there.
It's still the same.
Mpaka 12th round.
Yeah, true, man. Yeah.
So I'm just saying it.
Yeah, I think I'll still insist that Majembe will change the game. Yes, maybe we
can revisit the conversation about this probably
after the 1 million.
After he gets the 2 million. And he stays consistent till December.
2 million.
2 million.
I believe he'll be even more than what he is.
You think he will use that money responsibly? Yeah. You know there are relatives who are waiting for that money.
I've met his manager, and I believe that he is headed in the right direction.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But for sponsorships, we do need sponsorships. Personally, I do need a sponsorship because my immediate goal is to train full time, is to train 3 times a day until I get to hold those belts that I will hold regardless, But with sponsorship, because I'm doing it for the long run. I'm not doing it to do this and this. I want to take this. I have taken it already. I will take international belts. I will do whatever I want in the sport because I know that I am a champion and I know that I will get it. So if there are any sponsoring brands who want to stick with my story is an underdog wanting to
I've seen on
achieve
your
greatness.
in your Instagram bio, right?
Yeah, you can chip in and let's move together. Let's bring boxing to greater heights.
Yeah, so companies and sponsors, you really need to do a better job. Like it's quite, I think from my honest opinion, it's like quite shameful to see how companies throw money at things that are not necessarily, that's a mockery to like other people who like put in like a lot of hard work, you know. So I think if companies do like a better job with that, we can get better athletes to represent us in an international platform.
Yeah.
And we'd even have young people who aspire to be like, you know, these athletes that we're seeing, because maybe a kid is growing up. Now, will a kid be inspired by a boxer who says maybe they got paid 16? Or will a kid will a kid be inspired by a Forex scammer who's posting Range Rovers and different cars every other weekend?
I think Forex.
Yeah. Even when that chick hugged the tree, she got that sponsorship and money. How many other people started hugging
personally,
trees?
I thought of hugging one tree. I said I'll hug a tree for 1 week.
So you see, that's what I'm saying. Kenyans can be easily influenced, but if influence is coming from a professional perspective where people see like, hey, a boxer can actually make a living out of this, a boxer can take care of his family through this, because you can. The money is there, but it's just being channeled in different places. And even with content creators, we see like a lot of people who like, I see them getting sponsorship and I'm just like, this is ridiculous. This is
true. But we are about to change the story, man. I'll show Kenyans that you guys are lucky to have me as a Kenyan, you know? You're very lucky.
It's a good thing.
I'll change the narrative.
What you're doing like on social media, what I'm saying, even for your case, keep posting consistently. If you can be able to do streaming is a bit different, but not that streaming of Akina Vindi or I show speed Nini. You can just start streaming like your training sessions and everything. And I think once you start like indulging or talking with people in international spaces, it also starts changing everything.
True.
Because from like maybe like let's say Twitch, YouTube, and all these other platforms, they have like, you know, tipping options. And you can do like a link for something like, let's say, what is it called? There are links where somebody can just send cash directly to tip you on Twitch. Even YouTube now, you can just send directly a tip to someone's. So such things, once you touch an international platform, I think you just need one. You just need one or two people or opportunities or people to talk to online, and it changes everything. And it changes everything. Like you asked me about content, I've done content for a very long time. But I also got like a really nice breakthrough during COVID. And it's because I did something with guys from Ghana and I did something with guys in Ukraine. And we were all doing it like just online. And after the projects and the things that we did then, I was good. Like, you know, I was able like to settle and plan like for my future with good financial structures and everything.
Good,
But it all came through online. Working with Kenyan companies, it was good because I was doing work for personal brands and companies, but you know, delayed payments, begging for jobs, kickbacks, or tukikupea hii kazi unaniachia how much. So all those things now I don't have to deal with them. But it's because I saw the bigger picture of things that can potentially happen in my favor outside the country. We've seen it with runners who change nationalities and everything. I do not blame them at all.
You can't blame them, man.
Yeah. So Kenyan companies, if you're watching or if you're listening, you need to do a better job, because I think most of them, and it's so interesting because if even you are to go in a meeting, they will ask such things. Okay, like, sir, how many views do you have? How many followers do you have? They'll start with such questions. Of course, somebody who's doing ridiculous things will go way more viral than a professional. So they will never be awarded the same way this other person is being. If we're going just based on numbers, but if it's scale level, this other person deserves.
So maybe boxers should try and also embrace social media.
They have to post a lot. I wish I had a clip. Let me just
numbers do matter.
They do
in companies.
Let me see if I can find a clip of those Ugandan kids boxing. Ugandan kids boxing. You just see Okay, how old is this kid? This is in 2024. You can even see the confidence that they already have at the age. These kids who train at a place where they normally put like water in, like, I think it's sand or clay or something, so that their feet can be a bit heavy, and then they just train on the wet nini. So they normally have a lot. Let me see if I can find. I'm trying to find
Uganda is really good in boxing.
Very, very good. So you see such a kid.
He's going to be a champion.
An international scout is probably just watching and waiting. And then they say like 2 more years, if they're consistent, the family is still supporting them. They reach out and then they're like, hey, what do you guys need? We can get you a company that can send you like training gear. And, maybe when he's training, just put that on. Mm-hmm. And then before you know it, your first match, they'll be like, okay, so we'll sponsor like his diet and maybe coach or whatever, like for the whole year. They'll write a check or consistently that's coming every month. Mm-hmm. And by the time that kid turns like close to 15, 16, he's signed international. Gone.
Yeah, true, man. True.
No. So are there kids that start this early in Kenya and attention is put to them from like your perspective and the way you've seen?
I think they're kids who box, but maybe we haven't seen them because of the social media issue. But we do have kids who can really box, and maybe yes, they should put them out there.
So you see such news. I think most have seen them training like in grounds like this, but you see how their head movement, body punches.
Someone who's young, they're really good.
Yeah. And a kid and I get like, what do you call it? Like muscle memory.
Yeah, man.
Once their body starts moving in a certain way, by the time they're 16, you get in a ring with that person and you think, me, because I'm 20, nimekoma. They'll throw 2, 3, 4 punches. And then you start rethinking about your career.
They're really good, man.
Yeah. And you see they are being taught like rules, don't be too angry maybe after you lose a match.
Yeah.
I wish I had saved a folder of like the kids that I normally save on just sports, because they're kids that I just save and just send to like my friend, because my friend has like a small kid. I'm always like, you check what these kids are doing. You go to kids swimming. Let's say kids swimming. Pro kids swimming.
Yeah, in the next few years they'll be ahead, man.
Come on. And if you look at abroad, most parents start making money with their kids.
True.
So when they're training kids, I say this is a whole grown-up being trained in Kenya to swim, right? Mm-hmm. This is somebody who's probably on anashikwa mguu. This is somebody who's like 18, 20. Watch this. How old is this kid? So, because us, maybe we've been rewarding to celebrities here. You go and then you meet this kid in the same international stage and you want to compete. What do you think is going to happen?
Utaona vumbi.
Unakumbuka, like there's this time, I think Somalia did the same blunder. They were runners. They picked a lineup of like professional runners, and then somebody who maybe in the government asked like their cousin, hey, so you can run, go run for our country. Hey.
Yeah, I remember the story.
Hey. And that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
for me, I'm just saying like it would be really nice to reward our professionals, because once they get on that international, they'll do us guys from Eldoret, they already know. Wakifika huko, like, it doesn't matter we get there, we're winning, regardless. 1, 2, 3, 4, they'll win. But even them, when they're in the countries, you hear even shoes zina tumona Nike.
Yeah.
And then the shoes, what wanapea relatives.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about, like just rewarding people who are really good at what they do. And even for my case, I think there's a time I did like a Netflix thing for some guy from, I don't know if he was from Saudi Arabia or something. We were doing like a small Netflix video for him, just going to Eldoret and see how runners are practicing and everything. Mm-hmm. And even from that point, I was trying to look at it and I'm like, what I need to do is just identify one runner and sign him. That's all I need to do.
Yeah.
But then again, I was told about the cartels.
Yeah, there are cartels, obviously.
So if you sign a runner, they will come for you. They'll just tell you, sign him over to these papers. If you don't, we'll deal with you.
Yeah.
And even in boxing, that's how it goes in other countries.
Yeah.
Like if you're a really good boxer and they want to change your, what do you call it, your signage to another company, they can do it the easy way or the hard way because you're also like now a cash cow.
Yeah, true, man. That's true.
Because millions are involved.
Yeah, but at least with them, they get the money.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
The money's there. But okay, I had mentioned something to do with like money and professionals. Once they start getting money, most of them, their career starts going down.
Yeah.
But are there some pro boxers that you've looked up to because like in the ring they're good and outside the ring they are good with managing like just their personal lives?
Yeah, maybe outside, like someone like Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did good business-wise.
Yeah.
Inside the ring and also outside the ring. It didn't change him that much. But if you get a lot of money, then you're not... it's hard to become the same beast.
The hunger is not there.
Yeah, man, the hunger is not there.
The hunger is not there.
Yeah, right now I'm looking at something, but it takes a lot of the time that you're struggling, like Sasa this time. Now I think it's the time that you need to practice your patience and understand what you're about, so that when any other thing comes, then it's just a distraction, and then you're still focused. Even if the money comes, you have your goal. It's here. I have to have 40 fights. I have to do this and that, and that's it.
Yeah, you're done. So Floyd, who else would you say you?
Crawford, definitely. Yeah.
Crawford is good.
Yeah, very good.
So Crawford is the guy who just won against Canelo, right?
Yeah.
Wait, hasn't he retired? He said he's retired.
Yeah, he's retired, but
Jeez.
he's done a lot for the sport also, man.
Do you think he is retired too early?
I think he's done everything he needed to do. There's nothing. They were talking about giving him, I don't know, 100 million, and he said
no.
Yeah, he won't go back. You see, that type of discipline is really.
Yeah, him and his discipline and money. Even for him, said I've made enough money. I don't need
that's
more.
enough. Yeah, boxing is a dangerous sport, So that I understand why boxers are pissed off with the issue of people getting money and them not getting, because it's dangerous. You might. There's usually 3 outcomes in boxing. You might win, you might lose, or you might die. So it becomes
very unfortunate.
Yeah, but to the boxers, don't take it too seriously. You only live once.
I know, like even Mbavu Destroyer said in an interview, if he loses, he'll commit suicide.
Yeah, he said he'll commit.
But I'm bro.
For laughing about
but you see, that's what I'm saying. I can't take them seriously because of these things. Why? He said, like, I wouldn't want to embarrass. You're already getting paid. Isn't that? Other boxers want that payday. Yeah. And you're saying if you lose. And if there's one guarantee that you've said a guarantee is going to lose.
Yeah, that's guarantee. But don't commit suicide.
Come on, bro. See? This is what I was talking about.
He was joking, but he looks.
Oh, do you think he was joking? He wasn't joking.
Yeah.
He wasn't. Because I think even for him in his head, and I think that's how you're supposed to approach a fight when you're going to the ring, like, I'm going to win.
Yeah.
And I think that's a mindset for boxers. But anytime UFC fighters are interviewed, at times they always gauge. They'll say, definitely I can win. I think he's a good fighter, but I just have to watch out for this, this, and this.
Yeah.
But most boxers, when they go in the ring, they're always like, yo, I'm going to win.
Yeah, you have to.
There is no in between.
Yeah, there's no. If you doubt yourself, then that's it. You're gonna get. In my first loss, that's the biggest mistake I did.
What happened in your first loss?
I heard that this guy was in the national team. I heard he was this. I heard he was that.
So it got in your head.
Yeah, so it got in my head a little bit. So that was the main issue. But we're gonna do a rematch. Hopefully it's gonna be big, and then I can redeem myself.
Have you had talks about the rematch?
Yeah. We've had a few talks about the rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it might happen maybe this year. We're not so sure. It still depends on the money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, since it's now pro.
What's your weight class? Because I didn't ask that.
Super middleweight. That's 76 kgs.
Oh, 76 kgs.
Yeah.
I think, actually I weigh between 76 to 78 there.
Yeah, I'm also
Okay.
there.
See, another thing I was telling you about, training. You can't compete with such people. You can't.
Yeah, true, man. True.
This is a kid being trained at Nini. She's just fresh from the womb. The dad is throwing the kid in the pool. And when you see, okay, now there's another one I want to show you. This is Chinese, what is it called? Gymnastics training. Because I think for us, there's a lot of things that and I'm just saying, I think it's a Kenyan thing. So I want you to see this kid training. She's training while crying.
Hey.
So I don't want copyright strikes. But if you see her face, she's literally crying when she's training. You know, if you do this in Kenya, they'll say child abuse.
Child abuse.
Yeah. And they will take your kid away by the ama urushwe ndani with a fine.
Wow.
But when you go to other countries, if we pick, let's say, maybe if I was to pick Russia as well, maybe.
Russia do also the same things, right?
Oh, Russia, they don't play. So even them, you see their boxers.
Yeah.
They don't play.
Really good fighters.
Yeah. So,
Kina Khabib.
see when they're training their kids for gymnastics, those kids who participate, like now in Olympics, once they get to that cartoon level.
Looks painful.
Yep. But a kid's body kind of adjusts.
Yeah.
It adjusts. After like a couple of years, this kid will be doing this with no pain. So, but any country that dominates in the kind of sports that are taken to like Nini, like let's say maybe if we were to pick Mexico, maybe Mexico kids boxing. So look at that kid's head movement. And how their punches are coming from the shoulder. Like the kid is. So.
That's really nice, man. That's really nice.
So a lot of those things. Oh yeah, this is a family that I also follow, and I follow them on, I think, Instagram. He trains the daughters, and he has one son. But they're really, really good. So, like the way other families have dinner and Nini, them after lunch and Nini, they take a break and then they train in the living room.
That's nice, man. That's nice.
Daughter's son. So, let me show you. I think there is one.
That's really nice.
Yeah. So, this is the bro and then the two daughters.
That's really nice.
So, you can only imagine this girl is training with the dad and the big brother. You bring your daughter because maybe social media has hyped her in Kenya. You're like, Mazesi, go and fight. Aye, come take your kid with an ambulance there.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just talking about when it comes to professionalism. This is what I'm talking about. Like, we'd want to see more of this in maybe like our local Ninis than seeing more energy and Nini going towards, like if it's a celebrity matching Nini, sawa, let it be celebrity, sawa. But we don't want to see funds coming in that would actually go to the people who are actually talented.
But I think it cuts both ways because there were no fans in boxing before
the fans are there.
Before these guys came up.
No, the fans are there. They're just not being released, just like any other sport.
Yeah, they don't have proper funding, right? Maybe.
The money is there. The government has a budget for sports every year. It's allocated. It's there. It's there. We all know that. Like, budget is there. Like, when somebody is going to represent country in any, the government is supposed to fund everything because this is somebody who's representing Nini. Yeah, it's supposed to be that way. But the funds are there. We can't say the funds are not there. You've seen it. The president gave away 2M
Yeah, man, that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually very happy that
So the money's there.
someone is getting 1 million plus
I was just
in a fight. I was like, wow.
That's crazy. So you can imagine
That's
if a
nice.
pro fighter knows maybe at the end of the year, maybe in a year I can have 2 matches, and those 2 matches can bring me 2M. I'm just saying, like, for a start.
in Kenya.
Yeah.
That's a dream.
But you see that I now Mufasa, you see, you're saying it's a dream. But isn't that what Akina Majembe are getting paid for 1 match?
No, the fact that you said a pro boxer can get
Yes.
how many fights does I get 2M?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. In other countries,
It
it
is.
happens like that, but in Kenya.
But hasn't this match
that's
proved
a
that it's possible? If the government wants it can take it to that level.
Yeah, it
But
can
what
take
I'm
it to
saying
that
is, like,
level.
we also have, like, just the boxers or athletes have to really put in work.
Yeah.
And again, like we've said, social media, 100%.
Yeah, true.
So I know we've talked, like, about quite a lot, and I don't want to take too much time because also, like, boxing is not my expertise, but I enjoy watching boxing. I watch all UFC fights. I watch them standard, like, all the time. So I would want maybe to revisit the conversation after, like, the Majembe fight.
Yeah.
And, you're also in the same card, right?
Yeah.
So you said your rival is, what's his name?
It's called Sabah. They're bringing him all the way from Eldoret to receive a proper beating. Eldoret is the home of champions, but on 4th April, I'm the only champion.
Wait, did they pick him, or did he call you out, Ama? How did you come into terms of?
I think Eldoret chose him because when they were getting the money, there's a certain Rupa's gym gave out 500,000 for the matches and logistics and everything. So a fighter had to come from Eldoret, you see. So the best guy in Eldoret is Seba. Yeah, so I'll beat him. That I'm sure.
You have to whoop him,
yeah.
though, especially
So,
after you come to the point. I need to
Yeah.
be able to brag about, like, I brought somebody in who's.
yeah, man. I'm already a champion. It's just Eldoret need to, and Eldoret call themselves
Home
the
of champions.
home of champions. But on 4th April, I'm the only champion standing.
So now I know you've mentioned, Pierre, like, you do train. Like, do you train people, like, just even the normal, is it self-defense?
Yeah.
Ama, what do you call it?
Yeah.
Ama, what kind of training do you do people? Because I know I'm just trying to wind up kidogo.
Yeah, I train. Basically personal boxing training. Yeah, I offer training classes for boxing. If you want it for self-defense, if you want to play in the novices, if you want to compete, I can give you some skills on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have
and also sparring? I also do sparring.
so
paid
sparring
Yeah.
is pro or good boxers coming to spar with you?
Is now someone can call me and tell me, Mufasa, I want you to come and spar with us. We have this and this and this amount. I say okay, because now giving sparring for free becomes a bit hard because you see, I'm also putting in the work.
And your body, Pierre. Somebody can tell you, like, hey, come we spar.
You
You don't know this guy where he's been training. Ametoka huko nje, he's been training.
And actually, there's a new platform that's coming up. It's called Ngumi. You can visit it. I advise every boxer to visit it and sign up, register. It's called NgumiNetwork.co.ke. Ingia hapo, eka jina yako kila kitu and put the amount you want to spar. That way, you can start.
Somebody can pick now.
Yeah, someone can pick and come and see this guy has such and such amount of fights. How much does he charge? The height, the weight, everything. Because not everyone gets a chance to fight, but you can get money from now sparring. Visit that NgumiNetwork.co.ke. And
who's running or
something.
controlling that?
It's a friend of mine. Yeah. But he's done something good for the sport. Personally, if people can get money out of sparring, people usually do sparring for free. And I don't advise you do sparring for free because you're taking in damage.
Your body is also getting punished for you'd rather be compensated for
and sparring, you're sharpening the other guy who's going to have a match, and maybe he's not even gonna pay you something. So it's best if he pays you and choose. It's take it like this. It's like Uber, but for fighters. You can order someone
That's
to
good.
come and fight with
That's
you.
it. That's an interesting platform
Yeah.
here. So anyway, boxers or amateurs, whoever feels like, make sure you. And then, do you want to put out your rates of what you charge, because you might decide you want to change prices, and then the podcast is already up. That we leave it just.
We leave it. You can call me. We discuss because it depends on your location. Because I also do personal training depending on where you are. So you can call me. We discuss on the price and everything.
And you can
monthly
go to
rates.
someone's place and actually spar.
Yeah, if you can't come to the gym,
Really?
we can come to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when it comes to boxing gear and stuff, is it something that you sell? I've seen you holding like some boxing ninis. Is it like your line, you just sell them on the side?
I just sell them on the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then I wanted to ask you, now you being in that card, what's your take home?
What's my take home on that fight?
On that card, yeah.
We haven't sat down to discuss, but I believe that depending on the platform, I'm looking at what's next after that, because we're just setting the stage for the boxers who are coming. We are opening for, it's called what, we are curtain raising for Majembe and Nini, but it's gonna be
That's blasphemy.
It's gonna be a big.
No, I know it's gonna be an Nini out. Yeah. And again, if you know why I'm saying that, you understand why I'm saying that.
But judging on how Obina is coming in the game, I think I've never been paid as good as I'm gonna get paid. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
Yeah. How much would you guess that I've been paid in a boxing match?
100, the way you said.
100. Oh man.
70. 50. Lower. I keep going lower.
Keep going.
30.
No.
20. 15.
No.
10.
Yeah.
That's the highest.
Yeah, so that's the highest. That's
crazy.
That's for an upcoming boxer. You see?
Okay,
when most people think of turning pro, I'd advise you first to build your amateur record in such a way that you know where you're going to. Some people have it nicely, but if you go about the way umeingia to pro, then
okay, what about, like, let's say when a boxing match is coming up, and the way some people get, what do you call it? They get personal brands that, you can put on, like maybe if it's in the shorts or like the vest that you'll be inning with, and then you have like that kind of sponsorship. Are there any people who've ever...
No.
Nobody has ever...
No.
Have you refused? Somebody has ever reached out to you? It's like, okay, you're fighting. Can you put this on and on? On your vest?
Has ever reached out. So yes, pro boxing is hard, and at the end of the day, you have to fight because it's what you believe. It's good. It's what you believe will get you in the long term. But don't blame people for giving up in the middle, because you don't get fights, and even if you get a fight, then it's not at gonna cater for.
So how? Okay, and here's the thing: they say normally like fighters shouldn't fight more than 2 or 3 fights in a year.
Yeah.
And even some, they're just advised on 1 fight in a year because of training, and maybe if you're going to meet a pro boxer, your body might take like a few damages here and there. Having 2 fights in a year, it's almost like maybe if it's too necessary. But now if you tell me like 10K is what would come in and you have 2 matches, that would mean 20 in 1 year.
Yeah.
In something that you're passionate about.
That's why you said 2 million, and I was like...
yeah. Because I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. And I'm saying that in the best way possible, because I believe the funds need to go to professionals. Not at yakina nani, they don't deserve. They can get, but money needs to be directed to pro boxers so that they can be able to take like their diets more seriously, training more seriously, and just focus on that. Because if your payout for 1 fight you've trained for is that 10, what would make you really
keeps your
motivated?
data. Yeah, true, man.
Yeah, where will the motivation come in if you have bills? You can't tell the caretaker like, ngoja to just believe in me.
Yeah.
Naenda kukua champ very soon. The caretaker is like, fuck off. When nilipe ama utoke hapa hivi. Unaona? Kwambia sitaki kujua kawe ni boxer. Hebu toka by jioni.
Toka by jioni.
So it's very unfortunate, but the reason I'm saying money shouldn't be directed to those kind of people, it's because I truly believe anyone who's a professional and does what is required in like with any athletic like category, they need to be respected differently.
Yeah, very true.
You know, have you seen like when Kipchoge lands in other countries, how he's picked up like in the airport?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, Kipchoge, I'm sure if he lands in JKIA, if it's not like a company like Magical Kenya said like, and then mchukue with traditional, Kipchoge would just land, get maybe in his like 4x4 and go.
And home.
But when he lands in any other country, you see the security detail.
True. He's a legend.
Yeah. VIP everywhere he's going. Like when he's talking, other people are listening. As you find people like even in comment section, maybe somebody's just roasting Kipchoge. But I'm like, just the audacity. So once the government start allocating, or those companies like brands start allocating funds to professionals, even other people start respecting those people.
Yeah, true.
No. People will start looking at you guys like, hey, yeah, Nani is professional. If you're saying you're going somewhere, they're like, oh, sir, Nani is coming.
Yeah.
Make sure like if he's coming to have a meal in our restaurant, we need to give him like a proper treatment. And it's like, example, I'll tell you. When I Show Speed landed in Kenya. When I tell you Kenya, if they want to, they will.
They can do it, yeah.
They can do it. When I Show Speed landed. First video from the president. First video. We're welcoming you to Kenya. Nini. Police escort. Magical Kenya. And you see, kwanza they put that Magical Kenya on his t-shirt like, pap. Everything else taken care of.
That's really nice.
So the money is there. It's there. Yeah. Chopper ride from KICC, from a streamer. Speed is 20 years old. He does just chill in the house. And because I'm more into that streaming, content creation world. Because I think maybe started during that COVID time there, 2020, that's when he kind of started taking streaming seriously. But he was just chilling in his bedroom.
I mean, that's really nice.
Yeah.
So what do we need as boxers? What do you think? Because you are a social media expert.
We have to stop.
Us as boxers on our part, what should we do?
You can't support mediocre, Nini. And again, I'm saying this in the best way possible. Mm-hmm. You can't support a mediocre part of what you guys take professionally. You can't. Like even if you're in that card, there's an X amount that should be there. If Nani is getting like 2M, minimum you should be taking home is like 700. See, you're laughing because you're like, hey, 700. But I'm just saying because it's possible.
Yeah, true.
It's possible because we're seeing these funds. We're seeing these funds being directed back and left. Because at times I think we always have like, I have younger guys like on the podcast and I'm always asking them like, okay, so like what kind of salary would you want? Like ideally, like that would make you happy. Somebody would say like, okay, me if I get 70 G's, I'll be happy. Me if I get 100 G's, I'll be happy. Mm-hmm. There is a girl on the podcast who said she would want to earn 3 million per month. So I said like, here's the thing. I understand dreams are valid. But maybe it's just because my mind can't process getting like 3 million per month. Uh-huh. But there are some people abroad who can
who get it.
Yeah, who can earn that and any. But once we start understanding like just how money can change everything around you.
Yeah, true.
If you get paid 700, I'm sure the next kind of trainings but this is you because you're more disciplined. I can see it. Mm-hmm. Those young kids getting 20, it's going 2 million. It's gonna fuck up with their heads, kidogo. But for you, you might take your diet more seriously, maybe better gear, and like your nini will be training, planning.
You can train now fully.
Fully. Now you'll just focus on diet, kila kitu, content probably better, content putting out.
True, man, true.
Exactly. So I think when we start looking at those numbers and how they can change everything in you, that's why when I said 700, just like, but you know, you imagine there's somebody walking away with 2M. That's crazy.
You know, it's a good. I think what Obina is doing in the sport, it's gonna change the game. I think that's why I say we needed someone like Majembe and Madimanga to enlighten the way for boxers who are now behind them.
I think has he interviewed you?
Not yet. Yeah.
Why not?
Maybe he's busy.
Again, he's not busy. That's why I'm saying again, we need to take our professionals seriously. If he's interviewing Majembe, he should interview Mufasa. Because he would.
But he's just picked up boxing from where it is now.
No. But regardless, I would have reached out to Majembe first. But for me, I was just like, no, I need the pro boxer. Because he can tell me like, intricate details. Like, okay, maybe my cardio, I'm doing it this way. Let me fight these rounds and everything. Well, how many fights has Majembe had?
Not so sure. I know the one. I think he played amateur, a few amateur games.
And
then the one with Al5.
Okay.
But I do believe that it's a really good platform for boxers to grow in. Because honestly, the boxing market, before this fight, before the fight, there are good promotions coming up right now. There is Sport Pesa is coming up. Kalakoda is doing a really great job, and I also think that also what Obina is doing is very, very good. I think it's a very big. It now brings eyes because he also has a good
platform.
He has a very, very good.
But
platform.
where I'm conflicted with Obina is like, why aren't the pro boxers there?
I know you can't blame him because
what
he just took up boxing like
sure. No, like immediately after he interviewed Majembe, you should have been next on the interview. And even after that, like probably like a press guy who's sitting in offices somewhere would have already called you like, hey, by the way, we talk about this, like maybe if it's on NTV or like those two trending like TV shows and stuff, they should have already called you. And that's what I'm saying. If people don't see why that's necessary, that's why professional athletes will always get underpaid. Because that's where, like me, if I'm a media person and I have a platform, my platform has always been for underdogs. Content creators, I always pick content creators who are doing something unique or they're starting off. I never pick people who are trending because they all have like the same nonsense that they talk about respectfully. I'm just saying nonsense respectfully.
You have to add that
respectfully. Because like when you get somebody who's more focused and passionate and they're still growing, when they're talking about like their struggles, it's real struggles. Somebody's telling you like, hey, I'm so passionate about this, but I'm still trying to make my ends meet. I have a kid, I'm trying to feed my kid. Hey, my mom has sold like a kashamba to buy me content creation stuff so that I can focus on this. You see like the journey, and some of them you see 2 years later, you see how everything has changed.
They moved, yeah.
Like now you see money starting to come in, you see them changing and stuff. Barack, when I did like one of the first interviews with him, he was talking about like he's in a space where in life he's so conflicted because he had quit like his radio job. He didn't know the direction of where he's going. And then I remember I told him like, I've known you for such a long time. And the one thing that I know about you is like you have such a huge personality. Once you put a microphone in front of Barack, he will just talk even for like 8 hours. And I was like, just post content. That's what you're good at. He started posting content less than 1 year, fully booked the whole year.
Oh, that's nice.
Fully booked the whole year. And then he was just like, bro, Baka was like, yo, bro, that's the only thing you needed to do. Just post. And so events booked back to back, emceeing. He did the celebrity boxing thing. And for my place, I was just looking at it as the growth, like of if you just focus kidogo on. Just true. Even if social media, you just take it like seriously, kidogo too. It can easily like change so much. But even for people who are on press, and I can tell you like, look at our blogs on TikTok. When you see these people who are being interviewed with like 30 microphones, zimeshikwa hivi like in the street, listen to what they're saying. And then you're just like, why are these people being given that platform? And then the people who have common sense, they're more focused, they're professionals in what they do, people who can make a change, you won't see people interviewing them because people are like, this won't give me numbers. So if it's numbers we're chasing, that's what I'm saying, like even for somebody like Obina, if he doesn't interview you, you say the match is when? 26th?
The match is on 4th of April.
4th of April. Yeah. If he doesn't interview you by 4th of April, I'll be so disappointed in him. And it's not those ones of you reaching out. It's like him just like, hey, Mufasa, come, we talk. I know he will if he's I'm assuming he should be able to like just see like, these are the pros. And you the guys who like now are actually, these guys are supposed to be curtain raising for you.
No, it's how the world
True
works.
or false? And okay, I still don't want to touch on like those politics so that wafikirie like
it's their time. They have the numbers, but they've done really good for the sport, man. Me, I believe after their fight, if there is another, then now we have a good number of people in boxing. So we should carry them like this. These people have brought a very big fan base to us, something which we needed.
If you're to pick, like, let's say, I know I've kept on saying that I'm winding up. Are there, if you're to name like top 5 training places for boxing in Kenya, where would you point? Yeah.
In Kenya, I'd start with Hope Gym. That's the first one.
Where is it?
It's in Dagoretti.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I train. I've trained in various places, but Dagoretti is by far Hope Gym. Hope Gym. If you want to become a serious boxer, you've seen what we do online and all those things. Come and meet Coach Boni and unaweza mi usema nilianza training 5 years ago, 2021.
Yeah.
Mpaka sahi, it's 5 years ago, but since I joined Hope Gym ndo sasa nilianza training ile sasa proper. So sometimes I usually say I joined 1 year ago. I say nimeanza training yangu ya boxing properly 1 year ago since I joined Hope Gym. So that is by far the best place if you want to get skill, if you want to know who you are, because boxers are different. Unajua, there are some gyms that train you in anakutrain venye anatrain ule, anakutrain venye anatrain ule. There's mtu ana time ya concentrate na wewe, but at Hope Gym you get the privilege of the coach actually knowing what your strength is.
Seeing your body movement.
Yeah, seeing your body movement.
That thing of southpaw na nini kujua.
He knows what type of fighter you are. He understands you, and that pushes you to another level that is unasonga haraka juu. Other than trying to build on something that's not yours. Ataku-identify na uta-grow. Yeah, so that is the first place I can say. The second place is inaitwaje? Kahawa. Kahawa Wendani Social Hall. We have Paul Norton, was a former boxer. I think he played for the military, I'm not so sure, but he's also a good trainer. And then we also have Pal. Yeah, the second one on the list is there's a place in Rongai inaitwa Beast House. I'm sorry I forgot to mention about it. Beast House. I
hold that thought. There's somebody here asking, it's Kiania, so don't forget your chain of thought. Beast House, India. It's Kiania says like, is that Mufasa? Yes, that's Mufasa. Sandy is saying happy Valentine's. Shoutouts to Sandy. Happy Valentine's to you too. And then she says people are moving with waves for money. They don't do interviews because they care to know you. Oh, you see what she's saying by there?
Yeah, true.
Not because they care to. But you see, that's unfortunate though.
Yeah.
Sandy, isn't that unfortunate, Sandy? I think that's unfortunate because when it comes to athletics, we can't just go with waves.
Yeah, true, man. True.
This is combat sport. Combat sport is slightly different because if we were going to say, okay, let's pick the person with the most views to go and represent us in boxing in Kenya.
It's going to be a war.
We say the person with the most views, let's put him in the UFC ring. What's going to happen to them?
It's a bit weird.
So combat sport is slightly different from like Nini, but we're seeing the same attitude that's being moved from content creators to now things that are supposed to be more serious.
Yeah.
Like I said, tree hugging, crazy endorsements, back to back.
Yeah.
You've just said like your highest payday, 10 Gs. Pure blasphemy.
That's true.
A blasphemy. Hmm?
Yeah,
back to the
gyms, yeah.
The beast you said,
we're talking about a pro
gyms where somebody can go and nini.
If you want to become good at pro boxing,
or even just go and maybe let's say see or scout somebody you can sign.
Yeah, and even the first place I'd say is Hope Gym.
Mm-hmm.
The second is a place in Rongai.
Yeah.
Big up to Beast House.
Mm-hmm.
MCA Tito has really supported me in this journey of boxing. He's actually one of the first people to help me reach where I am. Sai, because alini support akaniambia, hey Mufasa, come utrain. There's something to he's actually one of the people who identified my talent mapema. Sai hiyo time ako MCA, but sai yeni MCA. Yeah, and sometimes ana chip in ananiambia Mufasa hivi. So he's one of the people mwenye siezi sahau. Sindio? So tuko na Hope Gym, tuko na Beast House. I'm really grateful for Beast House is where ndo mali Mufasa alitokea.
Yeah, Mufasa was born ile kama Lion King hivi.
Hapo sasa nilikuwa nimetoka kwa ule beshte yangu kusema come to train hapo nyuma ya feeds. Nikaingia sasa kwa Beast House, akani bring up to sasa nikakam sasa Hope Gym.
Yeah.
Tukaanza kufocus na hizo mavitu kidogo. But generally you can train in Rongai. There are a lot of places you can train. Kuna kwa coach Mike, kuna coach Ogea. There are social halls. They are very nice places.
These nini I used to know kitambo. It used to be called a Faber Boxing something. Does it still exist? Faber Boxing. I think somewhere in Dandora or something.
I haven't heard about it.
Yeah. Okay, and for Dandora guys, and amko kwa radar. But pia kitambo I used to hear there were guys who were like training really well from like those sides.
Majengo
pia, maybe Majengo.
There is a place if you want kama to train pro boxing, then you can try.
You can also try huko.
Yeah, you can try there. But for every fighter, I'd advise you, if you want to turn pro, and also if you want to do personal training.
Yeah.
I've nimetembea kwa gyms kadhaa, and I can tell you, Hope Gym, Beast House, best by far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now I know we've touched on a lot. Simu yako naona it's back-to-back calling. Yangu peko back-to-back calling. But people who've joined like on TikTok, I appreciate it just because unajua we're talking about something. I always bring a different guest. Mm-hmm. So my niche at times inakuwaga conflicted. It's like, sa leo ni boxer, leo ni huyu, but I'm always like, I'm so interested in so many different things and so many different people. Yeah. And my platform, I'm always looking at it as it's my place to introduce people to something. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, you guys are saying them Jembe fights, but do you know these are the guys boxing, who started the Nini and the whole wave, and they were behind like the first match.
Behind the scenes. Yeah.
These are the professionals that we actually have to give like, their own flowers and everything. Yeah. So definitely after just watching like your clips, because even for me, I send a message before I even follow someone. Mm-hmm. Because at times like unatumia mtu message najua superstars pia wa Kenya. Hey, kiburi. I'm just like, hey, you know what? I was just reaching out. So, but if somebody responds back, we have a podcast session. Now I follow them back. If they have anything that they're trying to promote after like the episode, they can reach out to me anytime, and I'll just promote it for you like on my platform. Okay. So what you're doing is really great. Mm-hmm. I would encourage you to keep doing more content, more talking head videos, and you can mix it up with like B-rolls of boxing, maybe a few tips here and there, because I also know in Kenya, not so many people are doing that.
Yeah, not so many.
Yeah, and so advertising companies, definitely, they're doing a horrible job on where they're directing their money. Because yes, you're getting the numbers, which is good for the meantime, but international platform isn't that where the money is.
Yeah, true.
Wouldn't you want to boast as a company saying like, hey, by the way, we sponsored this guy and now he's representing us like in Australia, in the States, in Mexico, and doing all these ninis? That should be the aim. You just pushing sales for the year for East Africa, so that's well and good. But imagine a boxer who's maybe take home or cash prize is like $5 million.
Oh, that's nice, man. Yeah.
Sasa you want to sell Vaselines kidogo hapa hivi kidogo. When you can put your, like unajua, like those categories of like where they say like brands that made a difference in like your 2026.
Yeah.
And then they're like, these guys picked this guy from, I'll tell you a good example later. I keep remembering other things. Mm-hmm. There's this guy who's been vlogging, doing his vlogs from Kibera. A day in the life. It's like, what's up, guys?
It's like I know him.
Exactly.
Mr. Beast
Who?
or something.
Look at Mr. Beast. It's like, no. The difference is there are a lot of people who are doing like those to ghetto vlogs.
Yeah.
The difference with this guy was talking in English. Once you're talking in English the way you do like in your platforms, you're communicating to way much bigger audience. So Akina Beast, they're trying to look like, who can we work with? Who can we work with? They look at the guy, consistency, he's vlogging, he's being himself, he's speaking in English, we can understand what he's saying. Yeah. What do? Fly the guy to Dubai. Meeting, pap. In Kenya, is there any company that reached out to him?
Man. Really
and you know the craziest part, I'm sure when companies maybe went across his profile, they were like, so we unaongea English, haizi relate to wase wa ghetto, naona. And not to put it in a bad way, because let's say if it's, when I see Odi bets and a lot of the people they even in it, they pick, najua, hood guys, Kasheng kidogo, ataki English mingi, want to connect with. Because I also have a background in advertising. I used to work for Scanad, Ogilvy, all those advertising companies. And I remember I used to have advertising ideas. And all the time I used to be told, this is not relatable to ordinary mwananchi. It's too smart for ordinary mwananchi. So you need to dumb it down. Dumb it down kidogo. So you're calling ordinary mwananchi stupid.
Yeah.
But you're not looking at it as, I think advertising should be a place where you can entertain. That's for sure. But you can also educate people on a product or service. So educating them, meaning it doesn't have to be like, just because they don't know, we can't push this. You can be the one to introduce them to something.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, like this is what you can do. I know you guys maybe kwa hii hood ama hii section amtumiagi hii, but ukianza kuitumia, it'll make a slight difference.
Yeah,
So even a brand, you're there to also like just educate and enlighten people introduce something new to people. You can't just keep saying like, okay, we have to dumb it down. Skits lazima zote zikuwe za mtu ananyongwa, anaibiwa, anagongewa dem, anafanya. Unajua, there are other things that Kenya is good at.
Yeah. True,
because if that's the only thing we're pushing, nothing wrong with it. But again, when iShowSpeed came, he came with his own vibe. Did companies and any? Did Magical Kenya say like, he's too English for us. He's too posh. Yani babi sana. Aizi relate to ordinary mwananchi.
Ukweli.
iShowSpeed came through. The whole city, Nairobi, shut down. Kila mahali. Politicians hawajaona na crowd kama hizo. They've never seen such crowds. He's talking in English. He doesn't know Swahili. He doesn't know the food that you eat or anything. Watu walija. So it means for Magical Kenya, came through with something that they're not even sure what streaming is. But they were like, let's jump in on this. But a lot of people learned about streaming from that as well. So it can be a pavement like for other people to be introduced to something new. And we've seen now, even after iShowSpeed left, other people have started streaming. Yeah. Before that, Odibets ili sponsor any streamer.
No.
Ilikuwa just hood, nini. But iShowSpeed came through, I can introduce something new, which is what advertisers should also be looking at.
I think streaming needs the next big thing.
It has been there already, but now it's kind of like,
Kenya,
it's kind of oversaturated, unfortunately. Maju, when you start streaming like in 2020, 2021, maybe. Because now kuna so many different creators, na kila mtu wana scavenge for like, tips. So I can't be tipping like, unajua 20 streamers that I like. Kitambo kulikuwa na few, but in Kenya, we also don't have a tipping culture that's strong. Abroad, even if you don't have money, you have credit card. So I can tip you even if I don't have money. I'll pay my credit card badai. No.
Okay.
That's why OnlyFans girls are making crazy money pia.
True.
If you see OnlyFans girls who are in Kenya,
Nikunoma.
you know what they're driving. You see where they're living. So, I mean, it's just a different place where we are in, but brands, they can definitely make a difference in athletes or people if they want.
True,
So,
man, that's
you
true.
know, let's just do a better job when it comes to that. So, what else before I finish? Let me see. Okay, people are giving you your flowers. Somebody saying like, let's go, bro. Definitely shout outs to Sandy because her episode also dropped yesterday. Very interesting girl as well. So is there any message that you have for upcoming boxers or just people who are just coming in that platform? Me, I've already expressed, like, you know, me, I'll pick the professionals over the guys for entertainment.
So to any boxers who are coming in the game, sahi, if you're new to the game and everything, let's try and change venye kuko sahi, you know. Don't usikuwe na ile mindset ya kitambo that fighters don't talk, they just fight. Let's embrace social media and help the sport grow. Mi nikipost, wewe post, msee mwingine apost, then we're pulling in numbers every single day, and in the long run then we will have fans watakuwa wengi. Ukisema unaweka fight, then you can sell tickets and itakuwa better on the sporting game, and actually content in a cut both ways. Itainua boxing na pia wewe kuinue, sindio?
Do you need a license to put a fight together?
Yeah, you do need a license.
You do?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because if someone gets hurt, then you might be jailed.
Okay, I didn't know that part. So you part your cat fight here, women. I'll try to reconsider. But there are these guys.
If it's an exhibition, you can do it. A professional fight, it's where you need a
how do you distinguish between exhibition and nini?
Exhibition, there is no weight class, there is no nothing. Anyone can become a referee. Anyone can become a judge.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so that can work.
So I'll show you like what these guys have been doing. But these guys, they started small, but now it's so big. They're called Street Beefs Official. I don't know if you follow them. Do you follow them?
I know them, yeah.
Yeah. So you know, like at times they started like doing the fights in a backyard even. Yeah. So this one, the ring, hata nashanga. Mbona? Okay, so this is what I'm more used to. But they pick people. It used to be like, first of all, Beefs Zahud and Nini, they bring people together. Yeah. There's a ref. But they put it like just online. And I think it just grew into something that's really, really big.
That's nice, yeah.
It grew to something that was really big. And nowadays people like are also interested in watching like to such matches. So even with this, even though they are not professionals, but you look at the fight, you're like, oh yeah, these are people who can actually fight. No.
Yeah.
It's not that somebody that utaingia hapa and then you start saying that just because I have numbers. And then you meet this guy. Sasa ndo Mbavu Destroyer, you see. So such things, I was just, you know, because I'm such an internet person, because I see things that are happening overseas. And I'm like, yeah, if corporations are not participating in Kenya, they're not rewarding people. Come on, you start something huku nje, park cars around, there's a ring there, bring girls to fight.
True, man.
You might bring just people who want to fight, we entertain ourselves, make money, set up something online. I can guarantee you it will make more money than these payouts zenye watu wanafanya.
Yeah.
This one is nonsense. Because you can be able to make more.
Hapo sasa ndo time sasa government inaonanga you don't know anything about boxing.
Sasa but you see, here's the thing, if our boxers like are suffering, somebody may, okay, if you get hurt, let's be honest, if let's say you get 10 from a match, if you get hurt, doctor's consultation nowadays standard like 2.5 to 3K.
Yeah.
Treatment na ka medication hivi kidogo, probably
scan
scan utafanyaje sasa? Scan utasema wewe nipatie tu dawa, just give me painkillers.
And boxing is hard because unaweza pata mtu amepigwa KO.
Yep.
Yani and still.
In fact, any knockout, you don't know what's damaged in someone's head.
Because once umeingia kwa ring, you don't leave the same. You leave some part of you up.
True.
Your head counts the punches. You can't come out the same way you came in. Some part of you, some brain cells are dead after that.
So like,
it's risky. Yeah.
If you look at nini kama za street beefs, you wouldn't say like they're pro refs, but pia wako on point zile za like if somebody seems like they're a bit dizzy kidogo, they're just like yo, match is done. Hata useme sijui nini, like no, it's done. Let's
But
move on to the next
in,
fight.
In such countries, they have a lot of I think federations. They have a lot of. It's not a particular federation that's running boxing. There's if our kikatau fight, then you can go and fight in another state. You can go and fight in another state. But I think if someone tries that here, then
so you can't do like a street beef and you're arrested.
I think it would be extremely hard. Hard.
So how do we go around this government that doesn't want to reward fighters?
You can grow it maybe pole chini ya maji. By the time sasa you maybe get funds to pay, then you can pay.
But because najua that approval process, that's where sasa kutakuwa na problem.
Sasa ndo utachoka.
They'll tell you like, oh, so you need 10 million for this. Kwani, what do you think? Nini? You need 10 million for this.
So they might
na mi lazima uniachie kitu kidogo pia. You quit. No. But I think that's why countries like states have improvised so much, and even streamers have started doing like their own 2 leagues and stuff. And money is coming like now from people who are watching.
Yeah.
And even if it's entertainers, like those people actually go and train. Akina Blueface are fighting.
Yeah.
But when you see Blueface sparring the way he was, did you see Blueface sparring with Mayweather?
Yeah, I saw.
You can see Blueface is a rapper, but when he's sparring, like, oh, this person by the akipatana na mtu wajui kufight.
But I think, actually coming back to Majembe, I think Majembe might be maybe the next Jake Paul. Who knows?
Wait, come on. That's blasphemy, sasa. No, you're just taking it too far.
See, Jake Paul started the same way. People didn't think he was a fighter.
No.
And he was training chini ya maji.
No,
he
had
Jake... numbers.
No. Here's the thing. Jake Paul and the brother, they were wrestling in school. They were
boxing.
They were like, but they are, what do you call it? Like pro, the wrestling, what is it called? This one for pinning people down and stuff. But they were actually athletes in school, pro athletes. So for them, their transformation is slightly different. But they did it like in a professional level, until peak your youth.
People knew them as YouTubers.
100%.
Yeah, they had the numbers.
I know you can't say Majembe is the next Jake Paul. Blasphemy, Sasa.
He might be. Imagine if he beats.
But I could be wrong.
A pro boxer. Imagine if he beats a pro boxer. That's what Jake Paul has been doing.
No, yeah. But Jake Paul Pia has changed boxing. People have said he's changed boxing.
Exactly. What Majembe has done.
Okay, sir. So here's the thing. Let me give it grace, Pia. But we have to see results, Pia.
Yeah,
because I think with Akina Jake Paul, Mpaka WWF, we've seen results.
Yeah, true.
So, and also they train hard. Those guys, and I think, who was being interviewed? A boxer who said that, okay, we might not look at him as a pro boxer, but he actually trains every single day.
He's done a lot for the sport, yeah.
A lot. People are getting, if you're knocked out, your payout is better 10 times than like your, sijui how many fights.
Exactly.
So, I think we're also in a different time and age. We have to give it grace. But Pia, like, I'm just saying, like, professionals should be looked at as professionals.
Yeah, true.
And people who have platforms, they should also, like, if you're interviewing other random people and nini for entertainment, please include, like, also the professionals. I've seen so many, like, let's say platforms interview, like, a lot of people, but I brought in a surgeon, like, on my podcast, and the guy has done probably, like, close to 3,000 procedures or something. Mm-hmm. But it was so intriguing because when I was putting out his episode, Kwanzaa, I was just like, it's not doing the numbers that I wanted. Mm-hmm. But then again, now people start looking at like, oh, by the way, that doctor operated on my mom. Oh, he's done this for me. He's operated on Nini. And then like now you start getting inquiries. And I was like, this is the whole purpose of me interviewing such people.
Yeah, that's nice.
As much as I can bring somebody who can make people laugh and Nini, but I'd want, because there's things like just daily life, because my podcast focuses on health, wealth, love, and happiness. Mm-hmm. And if you notice, okay, love is the only thing that we haven't touched on.
That's life in general.
But that's life in general. Your health, itakuwa ni priority. It can make you or break you.
Yeah, true.
No. When it comes to the money aspect, if you're involved in something, how can you plan for your future with what you're doing? No. Love inakuwaga hapo. That's just standard. Unajua, that's the one. That's why ule mse alitoa 10 million akaika kwa meza.
Manzeja.
Asema, what are you guys talking about? 10 million. It's like, ting. Unaona? So when it comes to love manenos, pia it pushes people like in other different, and then general happiness. Even if you're making all these things, are you happy? Because we also see like now athletes who get their highest payday is sink into depression because of the money. And now fights start with family conflicts. They overindulge with entertainment and drugs and nini, and it kills their career. We've seen it happening with like some of the best people. So we have to balance the conversations out, because at the end of the day, we're adults. We have bills to pay, families to take care of, and also health.
Yeah.
As you know. So some of those things are ignored in the name of entertainment. But that's not how it's supposed to be, because adulting is not like that. Mtu akiwa kwa hosi, how many celebrities do we see in hospital posting their pay bill saying like, guys, I can't make, and people thought they were financially well, and then mtu anaomba funds za nini. We've seen it a lot of times.
True.
And even like when it comes to boxing, we saw Congestina at her lowest.
Yeah.
So that's why I'll always give somebody like Sonko props, because nobody else could help her.
Alikuja the time that was needed.
Yeah. And he came through, as much as like, Sonko is known for like being rowdy and so many other things that I wouldn't agree with. But I'm like, this person was at the edge of just being done. But he came through, reformed her. The other guy, what's his name? Ian, what was his name? Unfortunately, he committed suicide.
Yeah.
So you see, when you see such a person, mwenye amekuwa so disturbed in so many different things, and then I see Mbavu Destroyer saying, if I lose the match, I'm going to commit suicide. I'm like, I can't take you seriously, because there are people who actually have mental issues that they are struggling and dealing with. And Pia, like for you, you've been blessed. You have good health. You can't say something like that. Not for the purpose of like, just because if I lose a match, it's embarrassing to me. Take a loss. Yeah. Boxers should be able to take a loss.
Yeah, that's the first
and
thing.
Come back. Unaona? So you can't just put that out there. It's like, okay, kwako is life and death. And I think, apart from that, like, I think we've touched on like quite a lot of things. But what do you think of the podcast in general as we finish?
The podcast here?
Yeah.
I think it's really nice what you're doing, man. Saying that you value professionals and speak to people based on their story.
Yeah.
I think it's really nice. It's something that can help grow life in general, since your podcast is about life. You said health, wealth, and what?
Love and happiness.
Love and happiness.
Yeah.
With love, I think everything is in the right track, man. But honestly, I thank you for the platform, for allowing me to air my thoughts out. Yeah, and it's I really say thank you for, because now people get to see boxing on the platform. You've grown our market. You've done what needs to be done, man. And thank you.
And like, because I have a big platform, like I have a big segment of like female viewers as well. And even at times they always say like, hey, we don't understand things with boxing and everything. But we all know, once boxers start getting that big payout, what happens? Oh, the women. You wait until they hear your card. This person is getting XX amount. Once I saw yesterday some chick saying she was being interviewed, and then akaulizwa like, what's your celebrity crush? So, hey, for now it's Majembe. I was like, yo, you know what? Kenyans, by the way, let me just leave it here, by the way. So, but that's what I'm talking about, because all those things like kind of like fuse together, and that's just like life when it comes to adulting.
True, man, true.
So guys, stay safe. Tell the people where they can find you, like in your platform as well.
On TikTok, it's Mufasa. On Instagram, it's Sam Kogeluk. Yeah, and on YouTube, it's Mufasa the Boxer.
Okay.
Yeah, you can also follow me on my Facebook page, same Mufasa the Boxer.
So guys, go show some love and support. We love, trust me, like even if you're going to hospital, would you want a doctor who's doing viral TikTok dances, or would you want a professional? That's all I'm saying. So let's not take our professionals for granted, because they're the ones who can just pave way for like other people. Like you'd have a small brother, sister who's aspiring to get into like that field. And I think professionals like are the good place to actually look up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, till next time.
Till
I hope
next
you
time.
had like a nice episode. If you had anything that I didn't mention maybe and it's on the chat, it's because I'm trying to balance the conversation, the sound, the video, and also like make sure Mufasa doesn't lose focus on the podcast episode. But apart from that, guys, till next time, we have to say goodbye for now. Peace.
Strong.
The Kisscapades podcast is your gateway to holistic growth and personal transformation. Together, we'll unlock the secrets to living a life of health, wealth, love, and happiness. So make sure to tune in every week and join us as we explore the essence of what it means to truly thrive. And lastly, show us some love and support in our social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, basically all the social media platforms that, support podcasting will definitely be there. Even with the short clips and reels, you can find us there. And lastly, don't be shy with feedback, suggestions, or any questions that you might have in regards to the episodes or our podcast. It's the Kisscapades podcast. Goodbye.